What does being a captain in the Southwest Central Plains group mean to you?
So the Captain's Club has been revamped a little bit, and what it means to me now is that I've got the character that it takes to be a captain, and then on top of that, it really elevates the platform that I've got to be able to bring other partners next to me and be able to promote them and be able to bring them up where they need to be.
This year, so last one I got for you, Drew. You're embarking on making your first ever President's Club at Cintas. You battled really tough this year. What kind of advice would you give to someone who may be on the same journey next fiscal year?
The biggest thing is hustle. So we're all going to have roadblocks, and I think the best way to overcome it, hustle, hit a roadblock, answer the questions, learn from it, keep hustling. And also the biggest thing that I've taken from it is a healthy location, all the way from the loaders to the account installers. It takes everybody to get to President's Club, and that means it's a healthy location, in my opinion, if you're making it to BC.
Awesome. Anything else? Curious, what does being a captain mean to you?
That means taking on some added responsibility, helping my team, my sales manager, lead our team to be successful, get victories each and every week, month, quarter, and ultimately end up with a good year every single year.
So last week, you had a big week, right?
I did.
We ran Cowboy Up.
Yes, sir.
What does that Cowboy Up competition mean to you?
It's not added pressure, but added motivation. Get out there each and every morning. We're on conference calls. We're going through our numbers, what we sold each and every day. And so you feel a little added duty, excuse me, feel a little bit of an added duty to show up each and every day, push a little bit harder, get a few more extra cold calls, a few more new appointments, a few more inks.
Amen, man. So you're on your journey this fiscal year. You've installed roughly $12,000 through 47 weeks. What advice would you give to the new partners who are sitting out there in the crowd in their first fiscal year, getting after it?
Pay attention to these leaders. They're going to steer you in the right direction. Get out there, hit your numbers, and by numbers I mean your cold calls, your new presentations. Pay attention to all the training, Cintas, the time and effort they put into us. Pay attention, put those practices on the street. And it's, with hard work, you're guaranteed to have success.
Amen. Well, they're in Houston, Texas at the Southwest Central Plains Group Captains Club meeting. What does being a captain mean to you?
Being a captain means that, leading by example. You want to be that liaison that between the manager and your coworker. So the person that you want to come to, if you have any questions, make them feel comfortable. If they need to overcome any objections, I'm pretty sure the captain should be able to overcome that for them.
Nice. So there's a lot of partners out in the crowd. What advice would you give to our new partners who are embarking on their first full fiscal year as they try to become a lead, like someone like yourself?
I would say the number one thing is persistence. You want to stay persistent, consistency, and perseverance. What I mean by that is, everyone's going to have a bad day. Wake up the next morning and give it all you got the next day. Most of all, consistency with that perseverance is because throughout the time you want to keep everything consistent, and repetition is key.
Okay. Ryan, talk to me about what being a captain means to you.
Yeah, with the risk of sounding cliche, it's a huge honor. There's a long list of qualifications, obviously, to get into the club. One of which being nominated by your peers and by your leadership group. So to have that kind of have those leaders in your group kind of view you as kind of that next generation, it's a huge honor.
Absolutely. So you are currently embarking in your second straight President's Club. You're going to wrap up a diamond level this fiscal year. What advice would you give to someone out in the crowd who's on their first journey next fiscal year?
Yeah, absolutely. Be coachable. This is not a rocket science type job. If you're active and you're coachable and you listen to the advice that's given to you from your leadership group, your managers, you'll have endless success. So listen to what they say, run the playbook, and you'll find yourself in good shape.
That's good. Your team happened to put up over $7,000 in Cowboy Up last week.
Did.
What does Cowboy Up mean in the Kansas City marketplace?
Man, Cowboy Up is just week 7 of 8 of 2-a-days for us. We go really hard in Olathe, Kansas. It was just another week in Olathe, really.
Because I spent some time in the field with you this fiscal year. You got a brand new TL, and Cintas has done a lot of great things for you, your family. Talk a little bit about what being a Cintas partner means to you.
Yeah, it means everything. I'd worked for a couple of companies prior to Cintas. It was just all right. Within the first month of coming on board here, you feel it's a different feel. It's changed my life. You know, I'm the sole provider for my family now. My wife's able to stay home with our kids. It's truly changed my life. So.
Good to ran Cowboy Up, right? Mm-hmm. What does Cowboy Up mean at your location?
Cowboy Up is a great opportunity for our partners to use all that they have in their tank and work maybe not just 8 to 5 every day, go past you know, a normal work day, and might have to put in a 12-hour day, but to see the results at the end of it is extremely rewarding for us. The prizes are a little bit of a cherry on top, but with the result we had last week, both Cowboy Ups that we did, we blew it out of the water, which is very rewarding for us, not only of course in our pocketbooks, but also to see us continue to raise up.
I agree. So partners we have out in the crowd. What advice would you give to a Cintas partner who's sitting at this meeting for the first time as they embark on their first full fiscal year?
I always say follow the playbook. It's there for a reason, and I can attest to the fact that it does work. So follow the playbook.
Awesome. This is the first year you've been a captain in the Southwest Central Plains Group. What does being a captain mean to you?
Being a captain means to me the opportunity to motivate other partners and give myself an opportunity to learn and advance in my career faster than I typically would without being in a captain's club.
Good stuff. You spent a lot of time in your career in the service side. Now you've been in sales for the past year and a half. What has being in sales done for you and your family?
Being in sales for me and my family has given us a lifestyle that I thought would take a lot longer to achieve. The amount of income that we have been able to bring in this year has surpassed our expectations.
Absolutely. I remember you had a heck of a Q3 bonus. I want to say that commission and bonus check was over 50 grand. That had to feel pretty good going in the piggy bank, right?
It felt great, yes.
Look at that smile on your face. True story. So this fiscal year, you're going to make your first President's Club. There's a lot of partners who are new to the corporation. What advice would you give to them as they embark on their first President's Club journey?
I would say early on, submit to the training and give in to the development and the playbook. Take the advice from the directors and the sales managers and put it into action in the field, especially in the evenings and later in the afternoons when it's easier to just go home. Go ahead and get the 10 cold calls. Go ahead and fill out your day because it sets you up for success next week.
So I've had an opportunity to talk to a lot of your peers, and consistently playbook comes up. What does the playbook mean to you?
The playbook means to me is it's a structure. It gives me a foundation to build on during the day when I'm out in the field. Although I do feel that I have connections to my boss and other partners, it gives me the foundation when I'm by myself to know where to start when I may hit a roadblock.
Good stuff. So last week we ran Cowboy Up. You and your team had a fantastic week. You were one of the top performers in the entire region. What does Cowboy Up mean to you?
Cowboy Up is another opportunity to push just a little bit harder. Gives us another opportunity to push myself and reps that ask me for advice a little bit harder. Gives you another opportunity to go do the 7 o'clock, the 8 o'clock cold calls, or the fittings later in the evening. And it's just that extra drive that the Central Plains has used to keep pushing us up the ladder.
Amy, walk me through what President's Club means to you.
President's Club is a huge honor that I'm working to achieve. I've been with Cintas a little over 2 years, so that's always been a goal of mine. I sat down with my sales director and my sales manager at the first of this fiscal year, and that was definitely my top goal to achieve President's Club this year.
Okay, and a lot of times one of the first steps to getting to President's Club is becoming a captain. So tell us a little bit about what being part of and a member of Captain's Club means to you.
Captain's Club has been a huge honor for me. I was obviously nominated by my sales manager and my sales director, along with the GM of our location. It's been great being able to improve my leadership skills and learn about the Cintas career advancement, and then also it's been a lot of fun getting to work with the G&K partners as part of our peer mentorship. So I've developed some good relationships with 2 of our G&K partners as well.
Fantastic. You've been with Cintas for how long now?
8 years.
8 years. Now, walk me through some of the things that would be some really good advice for some of the new reps that are coming on board.
I think mainly, and I see this a lot, is everybody tries to jump in and learn everything all at once. I've been with Cintas for 8 years, and I don't know it all either. So just be patient and it'll all come. And once it clicks, it clicks. So
Always be learning.
constantly.
Fantastic. And now you've been a part of Captain's Club for how long?
3 years.
3 years. And tell me a little bit about what Captain's Club means to you.
It means just a little bit of how I can show people how I can be a leader and help them and kind of instill things that I've learned and everything, make me successful and kind of help them be where I am now today, and just kind of get them into routines and what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing, advice, personal things like that to kind of help them.
Fantastic. And now, Char, you've had how many President's Clubs?
3.
3 President's Clubs. That's fantastic. What motivates you to be successful?
A lot of what motivates me is money and
Okay.
recognition. Those are probably the 2 most important, but trying to give the best for my kids, things that I didn't have and everything, but also teaching them to earn it, and making them see how hard, you work to get something.
Fantastic.
So we're here at the captain's meeting. What does being a sales captain in the Southwest CPO group mean to you?
Well, I think being a sales rep, this is the pinnacle of being a sales rep, correct? So I want to be the best I can at every position throughout my stage in Cintas, and I think this is that right now. So
Awesome. Why did you come to work at Cintas?
well, originally I got hired on as a management trainee, so I wanted to come on with a company that had a management trainee program. It was a large Fortune 500 company that kind of had the same values and morals as I did. So that's why I came in with Cintas.
Awesome. All right, Jethro Garcia, we're here in Houston, Texas at the Southwest Central Plains Captains Club meeting. I'm here with Roger Rodriguez. How many years have you been with Cintas, Roger?
33 years.
33 years. That's older than most of the kids in this meeting that's going on today. Hey, Roger, how many President's Clubs do you have?
Got 5 President's Clubs and 1 diamond.
And 1 diamond. Phenomenal. You must have had a great sales manager for a few years there to get those.
Yeah, his name is Jethro Garcia.
Oh, weird. Awesome. Good things happen. What does it mean being a captain in the Southwest Central Plains group mean to you?
It's allowing me to share my knowledge with all my peers so they can be successful as they continue to go in their sales career.
All right, awesome. Why did you want to be a sales captain, Nelson?
Sales captain, just from the leadership aspect, I'm a natural leader, so I like being at the front and being able to influence young people, helping them out. I had guys mentor me when I came in that really helped me, had an impact in my life, so I would love to return the favor to the younger guys.
Awesome. So
let me ask you, what does being a captain in the Southwest Central Plains group mean to you?
Oh, to me it actually means I've got the opportunity to lead from the front, continue to be trained by leaders like yourself, and continue to experience the fullness of this job.
And I'm sure there's a lot of partners sitting in the audience today kind of envious of all the sales captains here in Houston getting to spend a lot of great time learning and being developed.
Sure.
What advice would you give those newer partners that are maybe aspiring to get into Captain's Club?
I think from the beginning you need to ask a lot of questions. Look to the mentors that you do have, look at the captains now, ask them a lot of questions, and look to your leadership, ask them for direction, what needs to be done so that you can become part of this club.
Excellent. I'm here with Sales Captain Mike Flowers from Location 86 in Austin. And Mike, tell me, what does it mean to you to be a sales captain within the Southwest Central Plains group?
To be a sales captain to me, it's kind of twofold. It's a responsibility and an opportunity. For me, it's a responsibility to make sure that the members of my team are hitting their goals and doing what they need to do to get to the next level that they want to be at. And as part of that, it's an opportunity for me to grow as well and expand my reaches as well.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, Chris, let me ask you, as a sales captain, what does that mean to you?
Being a sales captain is unbelievable. It gives me an opportunity to take my skill and teach other sales partners. It gives me a chance to expand their horizons while learning from them as well.
Awesome. All of the new partners that are in the room and maybe viewing, you've made President's Club multiple times, made Diamond Level multiple times.
Yes, sir.
What advice would you give them sitting in their chair today, maybe wanting to become a sales captain?
You know, it absolutely, you got to stick with the playbook. You definitely need to take advice from those, or at least don't be afraid to learn from those who are coming in, and don't be afraid to ask as many questions as possible. Build your brand, continue to build it. Always stay on top of your numbers, and just continue to do what makes you successful.
All right, I'm at the Spring Hill Suites at our Captains Club meeting with Miss Tiffany Sadler from location 85, one of our sales captains. Tiffany, tell us what it means to you to be a sales captain within the Southwest Central Plains group.
To me, being a captain means being a part of an elite group within an elite company and being able to get training and development to further my professional career within Cintas, learn from the leaders like yourself and Bill and all of our other executives, and just continue to be a part of one of the best groups of the best company that's out there.
Best of the best.
Best of the best.
Awesome. Tell me, what is one thing that you would recommend to our new partners that are joining or maybe have been with us in this first year? What one thing would you tell them to focus on this next fiscal year so that they could maybe get into Captain's Club?
Focus on your brand image. Your brand image is huge. That doesn't just go within your team and the way that your teammates look to you for advice, but that's the location. Be the person that a production partner might be willing to go up and ask a question about the sales team because they feel comfortable with you. So foster that environment of trust, honesty, integrity, and everything that you do, and just build your brand image so that you have raving fans throughout your location.
Excellent.